happening in the country, these guys are all in trouble.
As I've been following, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, so it'll be interesting to see whether or not those three senators decide they're going to join, the survival group with Manchin and Sinema, or whether they're just going to blindly stick with the big government socialists and lose next year.
You know, I look at Virginia, and we had on TV last night Winsome Sears, and we were talking about this a little bit in the last half hour. If you listen to the media, the mob of the media, they're blaming race for the Virginia election results. And I'm like, do you not see who won the races in Virginia? Are you not paying attention? And I asked this through this prism here. Stephanie Cutter, veteran of Hillary Clinton's, camp, actually said, we can't let Republicans become the party of parents. If Republicans become the party of parents, if Republicans can fix the broken down, dilapidated, disaster institutions of education all across the country, especially in blue states, blue cities, if they resolve the issue of law and order for every American so they can pursue their happiness, I believe we reconfigure the Republican Party for generations to come. How do we do that, though?
Well, I think that's right. I mean, first of all, for the first time, and I've been following this for years, for the first time, I am totally with you. I think they need the equivalent of the contract next year that's positive. If you look at the campaign that Youngkin ran, Youngkin has spent a lot of time on positive advertising, on positive messages, and messages that were in people's lives. That was one of the biggest differences. McAuliffe was talking about January 6th, he was talking about Donald Trump, but at the same time, what you had was Youngkin was talking about the schools, the jobs, crime, things that are in people's lives that are real. So I think if the Republicans on the one front can be very, very positive and have solutions people believe in and are committed to them, I think that will be huge. The other front is that big government socialism just doesn't work. And Margaret Thatcher did an amazing job. She so clearly defined socialism in Britain that no one in 40 years, think about that, 4 decades, no one who's an overt socialist has been able to win the prime ministership. Huge change from the Britain of the previous half century. I think we have a chance. When Schumer endorses the socialist candidate for mayor of Buffalo, who lost, by the way, on the write-in, you really begin to understand these people are just totally out to lunch. And when a woman is elected to the district attorney or city attorney, it's called there, in Seattle as a Republican, there is something big happening in the country. When we pick up a Latino seat, 73% Latino in San Antonio.
You've got a rollover accident on Williamson Valley Road northbound in Prescott, right at the first left-hand curve. I don't know the exact street address. And I don't know injuries. I'm going to go check as soon as I get off the line with you.
Was it Williamson Valley and Granite Mountain, like in front of Granite Mountain School?
It's past Granite Mountain School by about half a mile.
Did you stop or did you continue?
I am stopped. I'm going to go check.